And now for our next guest, Assemblymember Evan Low represents Silicon Valley. He was elected to the California State Assembly in 2014 as the youngest API legislator to have ever been elected. He was the California National Director for Andrew Yang's 2020 presidential campaign. Evan is a good leader and role model for our API youth. Evan.
Happy to be here with you. It's an exciting time for us to be engaged in civics, so let's make sure that we answer the call to service.
Definitely. Tell us a little bit about your leadership, Assemblymember Low.
Well, I currently have the honor to serve in the California State Legislature, representing the areas of Silicon Valley, home to Apple, Netflix, eBay, and representing close to 500,000 people and making laws with respect to the state of California, and doing so in my almost 15th year now of public service. And so I'm very passionate about ensuring that Asian Pacific Islanders also answer that call to public service and making sure that we continually feed our democracy.
So what advice would you give to our youth right now?
Well, I think it's important to think about politics not in a dirty word, but rather how do we help support and participate in our democracy. Oftentimes, politics or government is not necessarily the most sexy occupation or career. Many of us would like to get into becoming a doctor, lawyer, or an engineer. But you can see every day why it's so important for us to be connected and invested in each other's shared success and be active citizens. How do we ensure that we are active citizens, not only in California, but in the United States?
Amazing. Now, I know you stood up to ACA 5, which was, it just expressed so much courage. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Sure. The constitutional amendment that you're referring to is with respect to affirmative action, and how do we ensure that we allow for Californians to rectify the systemic inequities that exist of the racial injustice that we see. And this provides an opportunity for us as Asian Pacific Islanders to stand in solidarity in addressing such inequities and to reverse the decades of racism, not only to our brown and black brothers, but also within a Pan-Asian community as well. So it's important that we oftentimes sacrifice of ourselves and recognize that we are interconnected and must be invested in each other's shared success.
Amazing. Thank you so much for being with us, Assemblymember Low. We really appreciate it.
Good to see you.
You too.